Hello, welcome to another small session on SQL Queries. I'm assuming that you've already watched the two videos that I've sent you so that you get familiarized with some basics. In this video, I'll show you some more advanced stuff. What I mean here is I want to show you the aggregate queries. So you've already seen in some of the videos and in class how you do uh, basic queries to get some data, to apply some filters, to sort the data, and then to get a list of certain columns. But I'll show you here is the analytics part of database queries. So let's start. To begin, I actually used a table that you may have been uh, familiarized with already. This is the Excel file that we used as our Excel exercise, basically showing magazine sales, each row showing a magazine sale in a particular region by a particular sales rep and whatnot. I've built a couple of pivot tables that are essentially used for this kind of business insight, business intelligence analytics in Excel, and I'll show you how you do the same exact thing in a SQL query. What I've done is I've taken this Excel file and I've built a database from it. Here's the main table, the sales table, but as you see there's several IDs here because to create a proper database, some of this information is stored in other tables, like the magazines table, which is basically a lookup table, a magazine ID and then a magazine name, and then there's a region table with each region and an ID. And then there's the sales rep table with an ID for each sales rep and the name. All right, so with that, let's build a query that mimics what this particular pivot table does. This particular pivot table says, show me the total sales that each sales representative made, a count of sales, a number of sales that person made, and an average sale that person made. So what would that look like in a query? Let's do that. Let's close this, go to create a new query. I'm going to go against the sales table, and I will also add the sales rep table, because remember we want to show the sales rep name as it is here. So if I flip over to my SQL view, I already have the join performed. Select. I'll do a select star to show all the data. So I'm going to show all the data, which is a result of an inner join between the sales rep table and the sales table. Okay, to do that, I'll do a run, and so here's essentially each sale, and I'm showing the sales rep ID twice because once it's coming from the sales rep table, and the second time it's coming from the sales table. As I said, since I requested star, that means give me all columns from all tables. Alright, so now let me do the aggregate work. So I want to say, give me a sum of sale. So sum, the column here is sale and T, sale amount, comma, count of sale. I'll do a count of, and I'll do magazine ID. So basically how many magazine IDs have been sold. Really, you can do a count star here. It doesn't matter. Count of the number of rows, really, that correspond to this condition. And then average of sale amount. Okay, we've done. Okay, and then the last thing we want to do is we want to do the name of the agent, of the sales representative. So that will be the sales rep table, and then the column there was sales rep name right here. So dot sales rep name. All right. So what this query says is, give me, for each sales rep, give me the sum of the total sale, the count of how many they sold, and the average sales amount. If I run this query, it'll say that it's not, error out. Your query does not include the specified expression as part of an aggregate function, the sales rep name. What this is telling me is I need to use the group by command, the group by clause, because I'm really saying give me all this information, all this aggregate information, sum, average, count per sales rep. So I need to group by the sales rep. Sales rep name. Now, sorry, I go here and run the query. Here's my information. Essentially, mimics this one. I can actually have my sales rep name as the first column. Why don't I do that? Mimic it exactly. My first column. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to alias these columns so that they actually are meaningful as sum sale, as count, as average sale. All right. Here's my data. And one thing I can do here in this table is I can order the data by a sales rep name. I can do this in Excel by going sort options, and let's say I want to order by the sum of sale column. So right now the data is ordered by the sum of sale with the highest being on the top. I can do that in a query as well. So I can go here and say order by, I want to really order by this here, the sum of sales. So I can just simply copy it and paste it right here. And I want to order by this thing. In other words, I want to show the highest amount at the very top. What this query really gives me is how each sales representative performed, and I can see who's the top performer, who's the bottom performer, and anything else like that. So here's my data, looking exactly like that one. 11,500 for the first one, 14 count, and 821, 43. This is rounded up to the second digit. All right, so that's the query. Let me flip over here so you can see it one more time. And I will even zoom in so you can see this query better. There you go. Select sales rep name, sum of sale amount, count, count of star or count of sale amount, any other, you can count any of the columns, average sale amount, from sales rep inner join sales. I'm joining these two tables so I can actually get the sales rep name from here. And I'm joining them on the sales rep ID from both tables. And then I'm grouping by the sales rep name, because that's what I really want to show the data by sales rep name. And finally, I'm ordering by the sum of total amounts. All right, so that's the first query.